This was the hardest exam in history. The moment we got the test, we froze. The whole sheet was blank. There was nothing on it. Everyone was completely puzzled, not knowing what to do. The room was tense, but no one dared to speak. Before handing out the papers, the examiner had announced 3 strict rules. No talking to the examiners or the guards. No leaving the room. And no dirtying your own test. Break any of these, and you're immediately out. And there was only one correct answer to this exam.
Any questions?
We didn't dare say a word. The first rule forbade talking to the examiner. No one responded. The examiner pressed the 80-minute countdown and left without looking back. We stared at the blank paper, lost and confused. What was this test even asking? Getting this $1 million a year job wasn't going to be easy. Time ticked by slowly. A woman finally couldn't hold back. She thought she was smart, figured the company wanted her to write a resume. But as soon as she started writing, a guard came straight for her, giving her no chance. She'd broken the 3rd rule, dirtying her test. Seeing her eliminated for writing, everyone dropped their pens in a panic. The room fell silent, full of confusion. But I couldn't help laughing, because I remembered the examiner had only mentioned 3 forbidden rules. As long as we didn't break those, everything else was fair game. To test my theory, I spoke to the student next to me. The rules only forbid talking to the examiner or the guards. They didn't say anything about talking to other students. I glanced at the guard at the door. He didn't react. Clearly, as long as we didn't break the 3 rules, we could do anything. I felt bolder. I stood up and even shadowboxed in the exam room. And just as I expected, the guard didn't move. Seeing this, everyone relaxed a little. We started huddling together, trying to figure out the test. One girl guessed the paper might be made of special material. Maybe the text would show up under certain lights. It sounded plausible, so we all ran to the lights, holding our papers up, but nothing appeared. Someone suggested maybe it needed UV or infrared light, but where could we find that right now? Then the girl realized the company must have emergency lights. To trigger them, we'd have to create an emergency. We all agreed instantly. We grabbed chair legs and smashed every light in the room. When the room went dark, the emergency lights came on. Everyone checked their papers carefully under the new light. Still, nothing. We were crushed. Light wasn't the answer. Only 60 minutes left on the clock. Suddenly, an idea hit me. I picked up the eliminated girl's test. The rules only said we couldn't dirty our own test. They didn't say anything about someone else's. She was out anyway. I started scribbling on her paper. Still nothing. I wasn't giving up. I tried liquids next. I tore the paper in half. One half was tested with someone's saliva. I soaked the other half with my own urine. Still no reaction. We were sinking into despair. I remembered what the examiner had said earlier. It stirred something in me again. We tried everything. Maybe the key was with the guard. The rules forbid talking to him. They didn't forbid touching him. So one girl slowly approached the guard, and then she reached toward his crotch.